Are you tired of the back and forth that happens in between relationships, whether they're romantic or you've got someone that you're working with and you just can't quite figure out how to make it work and it's always going back and forth?
This video is about the power struggle between men and women and how you can resolve it with this very simple understanding.
Yes. Hi, I'm Rano, and this is my lovely wife, Sierra. And
Hi.
together we run a company called Lifestyleize, where we empower you to live a pleasure-filled, pleasure-centered life that is fun and enjoyable.
Yeah. All right. So we work together, play together, live together, laugh together. We do pretty much
Fight together,
fight
too.
together.
Yeah,
Yes,
all
we
of
fight
them.
together. We do a lot together. And people often ask us, how do you do it? How do you spend that much time with your significant other and not want to kill each other? Right?
Yes, all the time.
All the time. So one of our tried and true techniques, and this is something that you can apply whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you're in a relationship, man, woman, it really is about masculine and feminine and the energies and how they best support and guide. So this can be, if you're just a single woman just wondering how you can best support your masculine energy with your feminine and vice versa, or a man or vice versa, doesn't matter, you can apply it anywhere.
Yeah, some of the old Eastern philosophies and medicine talk about both the yin and the yang inside of each of us, which we all have. We have masculine qualities, we have feminine qualities that are inside each of us. Mm-hmm. Now, mostly men typically have more masculine qualities because their bodies are built for masculine qualities to flow freely, and they have less feminine qualities, and typically women have more feminine qualities and less masculine qualities. Now, lots of times, like in our business relationship for a long time, she had like 90% masculine qualities, and I had maybe like 40-50%, but there wasn't enough room there for me to have any in our business. So we were constantly butting heads, and we weren't quite getting along well. And it wasn't until we realized that there needed to be a better balance and a better flow that we were able to move and maneuver in that relationship better.
And in that flow, really understanding where the masculine in each of us was best served and where the feminine in each of us was best served. And then how that worked in relationship to each other's masculine and feminine.
So we're going to show you a little visual demonstration here of one of the ways, there are many, but one of the ways that you can really get behind a very specific type of relationship, which is a committed partnership where you're moving in the same direction towards the same goals in your life. So that can be anything, but this is a committed partnership. Any sex, any people, doesn't matter, but a committed partnership where you both have the same goals and desires to go somewhere together.
So I'm going to give you just a quick synopsis, and then we're going to give you the physical technique. So feminine energy tends to have what we call a diffuse awareness, the ability to see farther, it's like the zoom out, it's like the satellite view of things. It's the receptive, and it's the intuitive. So from that place, there's a lot of information that's given. However, when you need to take action on that information, that's when you kick into the masculine energies. That's the doing, that's the going out and getting, that's the making happen. So it's kind of the unmanifest into the manifest. And so this particular technique shows you when you're allowing your feminine, whatever you're allowing, like for example, a painter will get an inspiration for a painting. They receive that information. That's the feminine. And then when the painter actually goes and paints the painting, that's the masculine doing it.
And the masculine doing it was informed by the feminine receiving it. So that cycle continues out. Inspiration, paint. Inspiration.
Yeah, and inspiration really can't come from in this energy of constantly doing. It doesn't come. It can't flow that way. When you're in output, you can't get that input. So you have to be in a more softer, chill out, receptive place in order to get that information. And then you have more information.
Yep. So this works individually, just her, all by herself. If I'm out of the picture, she can just do this all on her own and be totally fine. If she's out of the picture, you don't have to go anywhere, and I want to do this all by my own, I'm totally fine. The challenge comes in when it's a co-committed partnership. That's where it goes in. Because if she stays to her normal ways of doing things, it leaves me out. And if I stay to my normal way of doing things, it leaves her out. So how do we do this together and both still have the same goals? Now, we can still do things apart, but as we mentioned before, Sierra and I are doing a lot together all the time because that's part of our mission on this planet this time around, is to help people communicate better, help to be in relationship better. All right? So, shall we?
Okay, so here's what it normally looks like with the masculine out in the world. It's like, wait a second. Hey,
Yeah, let's go do this, baby. Yeah, we're going here, baby. Yeah.
Not much room.
I got all the money. I'll do it all. I got it.
Hey, I got the information back here.
No, I'm making the money.
Anybody?
Shh, quiet. Go hang out with your girlfriends. Go get some stuff, whatever. So that's how it looks like.
That's kind of the norm in society and has been for a very long time.
Yep. Now there's also this look like, which is side by side, which is great in a lot of ways, and this is a great holding pattern for being in existence with each other and just enjoying each other's.
It's the sweet spot flow.
It's the sweet spot
that
flow.
Center spot.
And there is times when it's important for a man to be out front. However, the problem here is that we live in a patriarchal dominated society, which means that all of the systems and all of the ways that our governments, our religions, our
school systems
are set
our
up.
Industrial workforce systems.
They're all set up from the masculine doing, and there's not a lot of the receptive part and the cultural understanding of, let's pause here for a moment. Let's see if this is actually good for everyone, not just one person or a group of people. And so therefore it's a challenge. So because we live in this time, in this day and age, it's really important for the man or the masculine part of that relationship to be behind, and not behind like this so he can't see, but behind like this. And if you notice, if you're on our list and you subscribe to our Easy, and you got a really cool picture of two lions that are actually in this position as well.
You'll see it below this video, and if you're on our blog.
Cool.
All right, so here's what's happening. So now, as the feminine directive, I have nothing to block my view. I can see, I can scan, I can receive the information, and then I can say, we've got a child that's dying in the next village, or we've got a client.
Where are the berries?
Yeah, where are the berries? Or there's a client that I feel is going to be at this next event. We have to go there, or we need to send out this type of message in our marketing, or whatever it is. And I say, go. I've got the data now. I've got it. Let's go. And I point. So then the masculine, then
we can move together.
We can move together towards it.
So how do you feel in this space right now? And by the way, she's on some boxes, so I'm a little taller, so I can see over her as well.
Yes, exactly. I got a cheater, I'm short. So I feel very supported. I feel very protected. Where you're in front of me, it would seem like you're protecting me, but I just feel like I'm vulnerable from the back end. So from here, I feel like, I can lean back and I can receive the information knowing that you've got my back, and then knowing that when we're ready, we have the energy to go together.
And I don't just dart ahead and leave you behind.
Exactly.
I'm with you the whole way. And I actually feel very safe in this position too. I don't feel like my back is vulnerable. I have a very acute awareness of what's going on around me and behind me. And I actually feel that she's more safe here because I have her in my general periphery. And with her being able to have that diffusive awareness, I can just stay focused on anything else that's coming in. So what does this mean in daily life, daily practice here and now? We're not in villages looking for berries and afraid of tigers. Mostly, maybe you are watching this in some remote village. So how does this apply?
Well, I think we've already covered that, actually. It's really where we need to feel safe as a woman to be in that receptive mode. What happens is right now we're not feeling very safe because we feel like we have to do everything and make it all happen. And we're not feeling very supported by the men or the masculine in our lives. And so we become like that, blocking our own feminine and saying, no, let me just make more shit happen.
And then there's no room for me in that.
And there's no room for him at all. Instead, this allows me to feel, okay, and you, hopefully, you can try this at home, actually. You can try it with a girlfriend, you can try it with a partner, a husband, even your kids. You can play around with it and just see how it feels.
And see, ask your kids how it feels. That's a great place. Like if your kid was always behind you, how would they feel? But if they're in front of you and
you're helping guide them, and they're also, because kids are very much in their feminine energy.
Yeah, it's the container that I'm being able to hold for her to dance about and see things.
Yeah. So there's a lot here. I think we've given you a lot of information. We'd love to hear your feedback on this technique. And again, there's this little lion picture that really sums it up. And if we as women can allow ourselves to be supported in that way, and if the men in the world can actually realize that this is way more supportive, and then again, internal masculine, internal feminine, same thing, just give ourselves that space to be held, to then take action when we need to, but not just be in action all the time. Because action for the sake of action is action run amok.
Yeah, it doesn't get you where you want to be.
Exactly.
So try this out. Try different postures. Use your body. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience here. So use your body and play with this and see how it feels, and then see how you can apply that to the concepts, the challenges that you may be having with your partner or in your relationship, and see what changes for you. And we would love.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. All right. Until we meet again, have a great day.